That's what I'm talking about. That's Nightwish. That is Nightwish. Love that they did that. Love that. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. We once again return to the wonderful Nightwish. I'm so excited for this video. They're going to be performing Dead Boy's Poem live in Buenos Aires in 2018. And special thank you to Thomas on Buy Me a Coffee for recommending this. I'm very excited. Anything that has Flor Jansen in it and the rest of the gang, it's going to be good. It's going to be very musical. It's going to be well presented. But I think most importantly, the performance is going to be elite. These performers, they never seem to let up. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter what the event or what the occasion is. They are giving 110%. And I really, really respect that. So I'm very excited for this video. And just like Thomas, if you want your recommendation bumped up to the top of the list, check out Buy Me a Coffee and check out Patreon, both of which are linked in the video description. Here we go. I know nothing about this song, so this is a total blind reaction. Let's jump in. Beautiful visual.
Born from silence, silence full of it, a perfect concert, my best friends. So much to live for, so much to die for. If only my heart had all. Sing what you can't say, forget what you can't play. Hasten to drown into beautiful eyes. Walk within my poetry, this dying music. My love, let her to nobody.
Wow. This is a great place to stop. This, I think, is my favorite version of Flor Jansen. When she's singing with such a delicate tone, and it really is pulling you in because she's softer, right? She's really focusing on the lyrics. As much as I love, the big ghost love score kind of wham, it just smacks you in the face. I really, really do enjoy this version. It's so tender, it's so meaningful, and it just really gives you goosebumps. To be honest, both sounds give me goosebumps, the soft and the loud, but they're different. And this piece, Dead Boy's Poem, what I noticed, and this could be just my imagination, and let me know if you agree with this, but it sounded like at the beginning, she was just kind of emulating or trying to recall the sound of like a young person, or maybe it is this young boy or this dead boy. It was a youthful sound. It didn't have a lot of bottom in it. It was more treble heavy and whispered. Kind of sounded like a young boy. And that's, even if that's just somewhat in her mind when she's performing this, it helps us as the listener get into the context of the song. And we haven't had a chance quite yet to analyze the lyrics, but it's just going to put us in the right frame of mind. It's not unlike when, I forget which duet it is, and fill me in, remind me in the comments, where I might have been Devil in the Deep Dark Ocean, perhaps, when Flora and Marco were like two characters. It was kind of like that. They both represented a character really well, and they did that by altering slightly the timbre or the color of their voice to suit that character and to suit that context. So that's what she's doing here. Really subtle, but really brilliant. If you see me looking down while I'm listening, it's because I'm reading the lyrics. And what I love to do with Nightwish, it's really a journey, and it could be another entire video, and maybe it will be, is the lyrical analysis of what's going on. And there's so much, and I've learned this from Nightwish, and I've learned this from you in the comments, the Nightwish fans, is that these songs written by Thomas are very personal. And they are a real reflection of his own feelings, his life, his memories, his experiences, some good, some bad, some in the middle. But I will read one thing from, there's this wonderful Reddit thread, it's the Nightwish Reddit thread, which you've probably been on, is a couple of things that Thomas has said, calling this the mother of all Nightwish songs. I mean, that's pretty high praise. And then he also says, "This is the most personal song I've ever written, my testimony for the whole world. With this song, I want to apologize to everyone who deserves my apology. The song is also about what Nightwish means and has meant to me. It's all, without it, I'm dead. I have created it and it has created me. When I pass away, this song's lyrics are what I wish to be remembered, an ocean soul." And I've talked about that a few times. I think we've noticed that together. There's been a lot of ocean-like imagery in this. At the beginning of this video, it was flame. Like this is sort of like a fiery sunset or a sunrise or something like that. Dark and red, fitting for something called Dead Boy's poem. So if I were to guess, and we're gonna go to the beginning and listen to this opening again just before we continue on to the next section. My guess is that Thomas is the dead boy character. I think he oftentimes does that. He makes himself sort of the character because it's his experience that is being sung about. Not a haunting beginning. It's just a sustained kind of drony chord happening at the beginning. And then I live no more to shame, nor me, nor you. I'm sorry.
Born from silence, silence followed, a perfect concert, my best friend. So much to live for, so much to die for. If only my heart had known.
The word painting in that is really incredible by Flora. I love that she's able to, and I think Taria was able to do this as well, able to do the poetry justice, because it's beautiful poetry. The lyrics are stunning, but she's able to convey that and give us that emotion that we want.
Sing what you can't say, forget what you can't play. Hasten to drown into beautiful lies. Walk within my
I love the double guitar. Really cool.
Never sigh for better world. It's already composed, played and told. Every thought, the music I wrote, everything I wish for the night. Wrote for the eclipse, wrote for the virgin, died for the beauty, the one in the garden. Created a kingdom, reached for the wisdom, failed in becoming a god. Heaven's eye for better world. It's already composed, played and sold. Every note the music I wrote, everything I wish
I love that. I love that her ability showing off her vocals right there to just pull it back, but stay in the right pitch and just fade that phrase away. As I see Thomas pop up, every time I see him when he's performing, I'm always just thinking like, what's going through his mind right now? I wonder what that experience is like. Cause I've never written, like I don't write songs. I've done some arrangements, which is like take pre-existing songs and kind of present them in a different format. And obviously I've sung a ton. But I'd love to know what he's thinking. Like, is it nice to sing these songs all the time? Because I'm assuming they sing it all the time from this album. But it's just such a personal experience for him. I really just wonder how that all works. Maybe you have some insight. Maybe he's talked about it, but I would think it would be kind of a weird out of body experience because there's other musicians sort of conveying your story and an audience of thousands of people that are singing it back or are chanting it or enjoying it. It's about your life. That would be a strange experience, I would think.
If you read this line, remember not the hand that wrote it. Remember only the verse, songmakers cry, the one without tears. For I've given this its strength, and it has become my only strength. Comforting home, mother's lap, chance for immortality, where being wanted became a thrill I never need. Sweet piano, writing down my life. Teach me passion, cry for it's gone. Show me love, hold the long. So much more I wanted to give to the ones who love me. I'm sorry. Time will tell, it's bitter farewell. I live no more to shame, nor me, nor you. And you, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore.
was a really interesting section. So we have sort of an instrumental break. And then when Floor comes back, a lonely soul. It's just this drawn out long line while everything underneath goes. So they kind of leave Floor on her own and then have this repetitive texture over top. A lonely soul, an ocean soul, a lonely soul, an ocean soul. Isn't that cool? So we then get the sung line, kind of like you're stranded on an island and the rest of the band is just sort of underneath you. To further emphasize this feeling of loneliness. The ocean is such a lonely thing. It's powerful and vast and everything, but there's a loneliness to the ocean too, because it's just so big. Feel like you're floating in the ocean by yourself. That's a really haunting and lonely thought. So this is the kind of psychological compositional tools that Nightwish uses. So it means they're trying to create a soundscape for you, and they're wanting to create a feeling of loneliness. So when Thomas is writing the song, he goes, okay, how can I do that? And there might even be a collaborative process with the rest of the band to figure out how they want this to all go. But essentially he's saying, okay, here are the lyrics, a lonely soul, an ocean soul. I want this feeling of loneliness. Let's cut down the band texture and just have it repeat on a loop, and then have this soaring line, a lonely soul, happen over top. So that's the thing. That's why Nightwish is really great. And great bands do this, where they create a feeling for you, whether you like it or not. It's really cool. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's Nightwish. That is Nightwish. Love that they did that. Love that. Because we've created, as I said, we've created this feeling of loneliness with the lonely soul. Now, what are we going to do? Pump it up the octave and let Floor do her vocal magic to sort of drive this point home. Just because there's loneliness doesn't mean that there's not power in that. And when you put Floor at that part in her range, no matter what's happening underneath, it's going to convey power and immensity. And it's just such a beautiful sound. What a great way to end a piece that was so text driven, to end it on this sort of exclamazione of passion and energy. Love that. And she does such a great job. An ocean soul going up there. We love that. We don't really need to talk too much again about Floor's vocal technique, but that's just such a classic pose. That's the Ghost Love score pose that we all came to love, right? It's just, she's tilted back. She's open like this. She's got her mouth open like that. It's just stunning. I love that. What a way to cap off this song. This is great. Love this. I would like to check out the Tarja version of this, because that is the original, I believe. But of course, Floor does such a great job. And this this version of Nightwish is just spectacular. I know they all are, but this one has a special place in my heart. Well, that was a performance I will never forget. One of my favorite Nightwish songs for sure. I absolutely loved it, and the ending was just bellissimo. Love that. Thank you very much to Thomas on Buy Me a Coffee for recommending this. I hope you enjoyed seeing your recommendation on the main channel. And if you want your recommendations on this main channel, check out Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon, both of which are linked in the video description. And on Patreon as well, I'll do videos just talking about Floor Jansen or Lara Fabian or whatever your favorite artists are. I'll just sort of make an impromptu video talking about my thoughts, sharing my experiences with that artist, what I think, that details that I don't get to say in these reaction videos. So if you're interested in that and more behind the scenes bonus content, Patreon is the place to go. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll enjoy some of the videos popping up on your screen in just a moment. I'll see you in the next video.